Vera Rossi, Vista Hills Alternative Certification Program, running for Special Services Director. Good afternoon, my name is Vera Rossi, and I'm the team leader for the Alternative Certification Program, better known as the Intern Teacher Program for West Contra Costa. This teacher credential program has trained over 900 teachers for WCCUSD over the past 15 years. I've always been invested in working with teachers, whether as a teacher, a UTR rep, an administrator, or now as a team leader. I want to be part of the team working to improve UTR communications with all members. I sincerely feel that much of the tensions from this last year arose because of lack of clarity in information we had to bring back to our school sites. Part of communicating effectively involves listening to what members are saying. I believe I can be an effective member of the executive board team because I want to both listen while I speak and speak. I remained at West Contra Costa because it used to be a very special place where we all felt valued for our work. We must work together to renew the union. We have to bring ourselves back together, back to that feeling. Please vote for me, Vera Rossi, and our team. And I also want to tell you I'm running for NEA representative, but I have to go pick up my grandson, so I'd be honored if you vote for me for NEA delegate as well. Thank you.
My name is Mike Rossi, and I'm running for Area 1 Director for Mill Valley High School. I've lived and gone to school in this community since before the district changed its name. After teaching here for a few years, I had no choice but to step up. As a ROC member and a union rep, I've tried to honor my colleagues through service, not only by informing, but also by listening. I will empower the organizations that I respect, and that includes UTR, CTA, and NEA. Union organizing is my top priority. More than a hobby or a passion, this is the fight of our lives. I will fight for better schools while insisting on a day's pay for a day's work. I'm driven by loyalty rather than reaction. I will make decisions based on evidence, not hearsay. I stand for deliberation more than blind emotion. Do not underestimate the fundamentals of unionism. Superior communication and undying support for each other is our only future. Vote Michael A. Rossi for Area 1 Director.
Lodi Elementary, and I'm running for Area 1 Director. I've actually been teaching in the district for 20 years, and of those 20 years, I've been in Area 1 for 15. I feel like I really have a link between the elementary and middle and the high schools because several of my students have already started with me and have graduated with you. I've also been a neighborhood activist for 30 years and seen many, many successes. There's an expression that there's an elephant in the room. Well, there's been an elephant sitting in our classrooms ever since the advent of No Child Left Behind. And that elephant's getting bigger. It's growing larger every day. Every time we're afraid to speak up, every time we have a complacency walkthrough, every time we defer to what's politically correct. If we're going to save ourselves as educators, if we're going to save our children and our children's future, and if we're going to save public education, we need to stand on principle and not on status quo. We need to take risks in order to achieve positive and beneficial results. As your Area 1 Director, I will take this extra power that you will give me, and I will push hard. I will take my commitment seriously to tackle these risks, and I will find real answers. I have never left any stone unturned. You can ask my staff. I will get back to you and you to me. As long as I have a voice, I will not let us be sold down the river with a charter school or privatization. Vote for Ellen Hansen, Area 1.
Thomas Prather, running for Area 2 Director. I am Thomas Prather, and I'm running for Area 2 Director of the United Teachers of Richmond. To say the least, these few months have been rough. Due to a horrific contract agreement, the teachers in this district are struggling to make ends meet and working under extremely dangerous situations in some cases. This happened under the current leadership, but there is still hope. There is hope for us only under new leadership. We need a new leadership that listens to its members, one that puts a system in place where there is authentic communication between all sites, site reps, executive board, and the president. I will help put this in place. We need a new leadership that performs the will of the membership, a leadership that takes the majority opinion, goes with it, and sees it to the end. We need a new leadership that facilitates an inclusive union. The UTR office in Panola is owned by the membership. It must be a place where any member, even one with a minority opinion, can feel welcome anytime and can be heard by anyone he or she wishes. All members need to feel at home there and their opinion heard and respected. We need a new leadership that holds fair and democratic elections. The bylaws of UTR need to be altered to put in place systems where democracy and transparency are of the utmost importance. Election procedures need to be improved to minimize the chance for tampering. We need a new leadership that makes UTR strong. A leadership that won't back down when it comes to preserving and defending a solid contract. And our rights as educators. I have extensive experience as an educational activist in this district and will fight without retreat to ensure that we have a fair and equitable contract. Vote for new leadership, Thomas Prather, Area 2.
Active high school teacher at Richmond High, Area 2. I'm also a practicing bilingual school psychologist, fluent in Spanish. I worked side by side with many of the teachers that are sitting here at Grant, at Dover, and I have seen up close as a school psychologist and working there as an intern, how the teachers in all of these districts and all of these, especially all of these schools, struggle to meet the needs of our special needs students, as well as our second language learners. I feel that I would be an excellent representative in this role because I can speak Spanish. I have known how to assess and adequately test each one of these children and see how each one of the children struggle in the classrooms. When I see these teachers struggling, each one of them, they're overworked, they're often in crowded classrooms. As an Area 1 director, I would very much fight to improve the conditions and the working conditions to support special needs students and second language learners. I believe in the universal quality education that all of us have common concerns as educators. We need to remain united in our common interests, which are serving public education and improving the working conditions for our students. Not even in a third world country would they close schools. When I stood up in front of the school board and fought to defend Adams Middle School, I wanted it open, and they didn't listen to me. I was at Adams, I've been a middle school teacher, I'm a high school teacher, I've taught in a bilingual elementary kindergarten teacher, so I know the needs of teachers. In this age of increased state scrutiny and decisions being made as to whether a school is closed or reorganized, it is imperative to remember that separated we fall, but united we stand. Please vote for me, Jocelyn Collins. Thank you very much.